coffee walk. Got a couple of neat things for you today and another cool test drive. We finished up some of the tougher items to hand fabricate on the Hell Wagon. We did a cold air box to enclose the supercharger. We're getting a little bit more heat out of the engine bay than we liked, and we're losing some of the high-end horsepower. So I want to show you how we tied that in. It turned out really well. And then next I'm going to take you for a ride in a new JL Unlimited that we have supercharged. So you've seen us do quite a few Hemi conversions, whether it's the 6.4 or the 6.2 Hellcat motor, but this is the first supercharged JL that we've done. So let me mix this up, show you what's happening. So we hand fabbed this cold air box, turned out really, really nice, and we used an inlet very similar to what's being used on the Red Eyes and the Demons right now. So this is really slick. And with the grill on, you won't see this, but we're going to get a lot more forced air into here, cooler air for the supercharger. So we're getting closer on the Hell Wagon. I can't wait to do the final reveal of this with all the detail, polish, wax, buff, and final test drive. That's coming soon, but let's go for a ride in a JL with a supercharger on it. So this is the beginning of a Stage 2 Black Mountain JL build, which will be an 1.5 inch suspension lift, 35-inch tires, 17-inch alloy wheels. We've got the rear rock bumpers already on it. Front Stage 2 bumper's already here, and we got a supercharger on it. Now we went with a Procharger because they're the only people that have a supercharger out for the 3.6 for the JL. In the past, we've been using Edelbrock, Magnuson, and Sprintech, but none of them have perfected their superchargers for the JL yet, so we went with a Procharger Kit. Now this is a centrifugal style supercharger, much like even back in the day a Paxton supercharger was. And this is about 7 pounds of boost, and their claim is up to 40% additional horsepower. We would put this Jeep in the 360 to 380 horsepower range. Really interested to see how it performs. In the past, when we've installed things like this, what we really saw was really good, crisp acceleration, a lot better lane changes, and obviously some more power. But let's go see if it'll do a donut too. So the other big positive to using a Procharger kit on here is it's much easier on your wallet. The 6.4 Hemi conversions are coming in on the JLs in the $35,000 to $40,000 mark. And the Hellcat motor in the JL, you're looking at about $70,000 to $75,000 to do that. This is a turnkey deal. We can do it in a couple of days, which includes programming the computer for under $10,000. And you can gain 100 horsepower approximately for 10 grand and still have the vehicle under warranty. You're doing good. I can already tell it's a lot crisper. And one of the things I really like about these JLs, if you haven't had the opportunity to drive one yet, is they went from the 5-speed automatic to the 8-speed automatic. It's great. And now we're, like I said, somewhere between the 360 and 380 horsepower range. Added very little weight. This thing should really scoot pretty good. Wow. Yeah, it hits 6,500 just almost immediately. So I can already tell that this thing is going to be a lot of fun to drive. Turn the traction control off. Even though I've turned the traction control off, once I break the tires loose for a little bit of time, the transmission and the traction control senses that. It tries to kick itself back on, even though I don't want it on. So this might be a little bit difficult to do donuts in, but we're going to find out. On the Gladiator, we actually went in the programming of the computer itself to tell it that when we turn the traction control off, we want it to stay off. And we haven't done that in this JL. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. It really does run strong. I mean, it's great. It's getting to 6,500 real quick and shifting gears. And incidentally, we went out there, for those of you, to figure out what HPH was, which is where one of our overflow warehouses for some of our classic cars and Jeeps, and kind of a cool hangout for the area. We had a lot of responses, tons of comments. Only one person got it right. Now, he knows who he is, and we sent him some swag, but I think we're going to do it again because pretty much everybody missed it, what HPH stands for. sense of ease, and it would not do a donut before because we tried. It was tough, and now it's almost effortless. So please like, tag, share, and follow. Have a great day. Remember, if you want a 6.2 Hellcat motor or 6.4 Hemi, Supercharged JKJL, come to Colin's Motors. Have a great day.